What is the most bizarre encounter you've ever had with a tenant? I had two unrelated men show up wanting an apartment I had for rent. Both indicated they were interested in the apartment, so I gave them both applications. The first person was an older gentleman who decided he wanted to try to secure an advantage over the second applicant by offering to pay the entirety of the lease in advance. He was the first one who came to see the place, so I told him to fill out an application. Both parties returned their applications and the first guy was qualified, so I offered the place to him. He gave me the deposit and first month's rent, and true to his word, had me write into his lease that he would pay the entirety of it by the 20th of December, before he moved in on January 1st. Once the lease was executed, I informed the second guy at the same time that the place had been leased out. On the morning of the 20th, I got a message from the first gentleman that the IRS had seized all of his assets, and that he was defaulting on the lease. He wanted to know when he could pick up the month of rent he prepaid and the deposit, and I referred him back to the language in the lease that he'd signed that stated any and all payments made would be forfeited as liquidated damages if he failed to honor the lease. I also reminded him that he was technically on the hook for the entire year, but that based on state law, we'd release him from that obligation based on our ability to